Sandberg for Salamonson, of course, got his first goal as an NHLer in Anaheim. Mikheyev, toe drag, Mikheyev, what a stop by Hellebuyck! Oh, Mikheyev had an open net, but Hellebuyck took away the lower part, made a fine save. And one intended for Bedard right there, but now Iafallo will poke it to center. The feed to Dylan DeMello, he brings it over the line. For Cole Perfetti, snapped it on goal, changed direction, Knight kept it out. Being hurt January 6th, Koepke for Fleury. Hayden Fleury shoots, kicks, save, and that springs past the Hawk player, and Barron's going to take a penalty on the play.
Crevier 6'7" and 6'8" respectively. Hard to miss them out there, and they're both mobile for big men.
Scott Arniel talked about the defense collectively and how they use their sticks well.
Has a lot to do with why this team is the best penalty-killing team in the National Hockey League. They've got a ton of size, and they use it well.
Now Connor hustling to the line. His pass got through to Shifley. He makes the feed to Sandberg. Score! Dylan Sandberg with his first goal since last March 16th.
Off the schneid, baby, for Dylan Sandberg. A nice little stop up from Kyle Connor. Look at the support from Mark Shifley. 4-on-4 hockey. Extra ice, and Shifley and Connor know exactly what to do with it. And Sandberg had so much time, it's like he didn't know quite what to do.
And Chicago in control of the puck. The pass by Teravainen. It gets through to Nazar. Good stop by Hellebuyck. Nazar missed the rebound attempt.
And I think Barron may have even tipped this puck off of his stick right there, and he gets kind of looking at the puck, thinking that he's got control. Nazar just keeps his speed going, and a dangerous chance. You can just see how slippery the youth and the skill.
Barron will pick it up, finding Pearson at the circle. This line buzzes once again. He directs that on goal off the stick of Barron, and the pass goes to Nazar. Dickinson trying to catch up to it before Fleury can. They go to the inboards. Bertuzzi get the right idea now. Del Maestro with a heavy shot right on. Now Koepke weaves his way just onside. Pearson can't pull the trigger. Now he does. Here's Barron on the rebound. That shot is blocked, and Knight. Nazar going after it with Salamonson getting there first. Hacked at by Sandberg. A wobbling puck. Hellebuyck forced to make a save. Nazar back to the blue line. Levshunov backpedaling to Bedard. He'll work across ice and get the return feed. Connor Bedard moves into the corner. Nazar steps out of that corner. Teravainen scores! Teuvo Teravainen, his third goal in his last two games, ties it at 1.
Under the bar with precision. A nice little play to roll on that strong side. And then down to Nazar, who's going to move his feet back. Right, there's the pass. No panic whatsoever. It was almost like a changeup from Teravainen. He holds it and whap. You can hear it glance off the crossbars en route into the net, but that's an excellent pass from Nazar. Clean.
Barron will turn and head off. Poke to himself by Velarde. Good pass to Mark Shifley. In traffic, he bring it off the goal post. Grzelcyk. Foligno. Slaggert reaches back as Perfetti was lurking. Landon Slaggert crosses the line. Shoots right on rebound. Cleared away by Hellebuyck. Burakovsky. He'll go to the corner rather quickly and looks to the front. Bedard denied by Hellebuyck. Maybe his best of the day.
I mean, you've got Connor Bedard, one of the premier shooters in the National Hockey League, and it's a broken play where it goes off of a skate. Bedard is in prime territory. The one-timer in Hellebuyck.
They registered 6 shots, but probably 4 of them have been real quality ones. Teravainen rips it off. Hellebuyck is swinging low there. Is Koepke down in the corner. Third pairing for the Blackhawks tonight. Passed in behind the goal. Green muscles Velarde away to Connor Bedard. Walked in and a shot that changed direction at the last second. May have grazed the post. Mikheyev using the speed against Salamonson. Now spinning is Foligno. He got the backhander away somehow. Forced Hellebuyck to make a stop. Barron short feed. Away come the Jets with Sandberg making the pass. He's been busy tonight. Shot right on by Tanner Pearson. Orlesky with you here tonight in the start of an 8-game homestand for Winnipeg. Mikheyev stepped in front of Logan Stanley. Great speed from Mikheyev and a toe save by Hellebuyck.
They're going to take a mile. A one-time attempt wasn't there, and then Mikheyev takes right off.
This line has had its moments too on the Recent road trip. Quick shot stopped by Hellebuyck, and he'll freeze it. Follow on the first line, so we'll keep an eye on that if it stays together. Bedard with a chance again. Connor Bedard tries to slide it into the backhand. Hellebuyck was equal to the task again.
Man, I think he's had double that in shot attempts in this game. Man, he's been all around it, and it's dangerous. I mean, he's left all alone on that backside, but because he doesn't get that one-timer away, kind of runs out of geometry on this one, and Hellebuyck.
Connor hustling to the line and shoots it along the back boards. Bumps into Grzelcyk. Puck comes loose. Connor stepping out. He tried to roof it on the backhand, and Knight fought it off. Head fake. Bedard on the perimeter for Chicago. Sweeps in behind the goal. Finding Rinzel with a drive, and another good save by Hellebuyck, and it bounces right back to Bedard. Pearson is there to get that loose puck, so Kepke making his physical presence felt. Finding Morgan Barron. Stanley to the circle. Shoots right on. Heads back toward the corner, now changes his mind. Nyquist on the near side, rolls it back. Schenn for Nyquist. Throws it on goal, and no problem. At the end of this month, March the 31st, that shot sticked away by Hellebuyck as Fleury knocked down Donato.
In my case, that was checking and fighting, to be quite frank. For Walker Duehr, it's skating. And that clearly is his focus. There's other things he does, but that stands out. The patience involved in winning tight hockey games is showing through here so far, and to try to get back ahead.
Lafshunov shot kicked away by Hellebuyck. Fenny got himself back on side, played it to the corner. Boulardi couldn't grab it. Look at that back check. Lowry out muscling Teravainen, and Lowry shot right on, forcing Knight to make a save. This is a new game, and the Blackhawks Rinzel at center. 2-6-2 in their last 10 are these Blackhawks. Now Green shoots and scores! What a shot! As he roofed it, Ryan Green gives the Blackhawks their first lead of the night.
But this has to be the nicest goal that he has scored this season. I mean, this is unbelievable that he falls up and he just picks. There's nothing to shoot at. Maybe enough room for two pucks to fit. And right over the corner, over the shoulder of Hellebuyck, man, this has become an epidemic for Winnipeg, where they're giving up early third period goals when the game is on the line.
He couldn't play it. It was kind of an awkward one to handle. Bertuzzi slowly into the zone, up on 1 foot, good glove save. Hellebuyck was going one way.
He brings a lot of upside offensively. He's their offensive puck mover.
Crevier fires it, and he hit Moore, who was going behind the net, and Hellebuyck is able to snag that one. Up the third, Nyquist banked it back. Hayden Fleury to Jonathan Toews. Wrist shot, no problem. Backhand stop there. Jonathan Toews, Dylan DeMello. Penalty is over. Samberg, Nyquist to the front of the net. Tipped on goal by Iafallo. Then Toews came through. Iafallo turns and lifted that one high and wide.
Teravainen has a very unique release. It's almost like he throws it with his stick. It comes off of his stick differently.
Yeah, saw that just a moment ago. That is, Neil talked about that too with Sarah before the game, that they need teams ahead of him to go into a bit of a skid. Shot by Scheifele, stopped by Knight. Quick drive for the point. Samberg, indeed, wheeling with it. Cross ice feed right to DeMello. They cross the blue line. Gabriel Boulardi to Cole Perfetti with a shot right on. And Scheifele with a wall of white ahead of him. He'll move it left side, and Stanley got it through to Mark Scheifele. Scheifele patient with it. Salamonson, snapshot, stick save, Knight. Scheifele again for Winnipeg as they try to tie. Stanley put it off the near boards. Iafallo lifted a stick, shot it all in one motion. Back to Salamonson, fired it. He had to get it away immediately. Two Hawks were on him. Kyle Connor behind the net. He'll step out, sweeps it on goal toward the front. Scheifele's there. Puck free in the blue pace. He'll lean in on Schenn, who goes down. Rinzel at the blue line. Sam Rinzel shot, stick save by Hellebuyck. Stanley took his pass. That goes off his skate, knocked down and hit Connor. He's in tight, and Knight stays solid and makes the save. Toews, Lowry, Barron, Samberg, and DeMello. And I think if they win it, Hellebuyck will go to the bench. He crept out a minute ago. No movement yet. High shot from DeMello. Mark Scheifele with a minute left. Gets it through to Gabe Boulardi. Boulardi fires it. Rebound! Kept out, loose in front. And Knight's got a glove on it. It's loose again. Point pass. Salamonson with a drive. And that hit Bertuzzi. Cruising it is Toews. And he wins it predictably. They get set. Stanley. Scheifele
huge one to start an 8-game homestand. Cole Perfetti spins and fires. 38 seconds to go, and this one has eyes. Look at that. Far side of the net over the glove of Spencer Knight.
Stanley comes on for DeMello. Scheifele continues into the zone. Scheifele finding Connor. Fired it. Shoulder save by Knight. Seems has to be careful here, but he manages to win that battle. The Hawks get it back. Jets in a change, but they keep possession. Onto the ice. Scheifele scores! He jumped over the boards onto the ice. He puts it in the net, and the Jets win it 3-2.
What an outstanding finish. Levshunov, the defender for Chicago, is taking off right there. He gets caught. That's a big stick right there from Samberg and Cole Perfetti to keep that puck alive. And Mark Scheifele does an excellent job finishing this play off. Waits, shoots through the screen of Green, and he beats Spencer Knight, who I don't think gets eyes on this one. Glove side. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner for Scheifele. 3-2 overtime win. This one's a long time coming.